right. No, that's, but that'll work. Now let's see if we can get our mount here to be sideways. Let's see. It's a different mount, I believe. Okay, well, I know nobody's here yet, but I've been working on this porch for quite some time by myself, which is an extremely, extremely difficult task when you don't have a second set of hands. And one of squaring this and putting it right against it so I'd have exactly 8 foot without cutting these boards. I 45'd it and I forgot that that's going to cost me 3/4 of an inch, so I had to take 3/4 of an inch off of every board. But I've done some staggered engineering here, and one thing I want to tell you guys is from now on, you're not going to have ads on my videos anymore. All future videos will be non-monetized, and hopefully people will be more willing to donate to the channel to keep it alive, because it is sinking, and I don't make that much money off of ads. And so instead of you guys clicking off of a video because ads are popping up, we're just going to do no monetization, so there's no ads whether you have premium or not, so everybody will be ad free from now on. Live events will be monetized, that way people can give donations if they want through super chats and whatnots. But other than that, we will not monetize any further videos. There will not be commercials or ads. God damn, I got all kinds of rocks. And we're trying to find the right mount for you guys for the camera tripod. Let's see here. Get some light turned on. I think this is the one we need. It is. That's correct. Okay. So I'll just leave that light on for now. Here's one of the projects. We're waiting on a fucking grommet. It's on back order. And I'm owed $300 on that project, and I could really use it. But one silly little $3 grommet has been on back order for over a week. And the guy lives an hour and a half away. He bought an MS-250 off me, and his fuel line's popping in and out. And so he needs to have that saw fixed, but there's no sense in making 2 separate trips. And so he's waiting to have his warranty repair for the same time he picks up his 390. And I feel bad, you know, the guy's understandable that I have no control, but still want to get him a saw as fast as possible and fix his other one, because I don't like selling stuff that breaks. But anyways, these scabbards, they're called scattered engineering, and the importance is to keep your spacing even from end to end. And that's a really big deal, because when you're screwing down, it's a lot easier. You're not having to have all kinds of different measurements. Let's see. Nope, this isn't the mount we need. It is, but it isn't. You know what? Let me see if I could, if I did that. If I do that, I can't do that. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. We've had some stuff break on the tripod. Everything always breaks on me. But I got my stairs about halfway done. Okay, so if I do that, how can I stand it up? Let's see. Okay, I could do that. No, that only tilts it a little bit. I'm trying, you guys. Bear with me. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I could do that. Open this up and put you guys right in there. How does that work? That works pretty good. Okay, so basically I'm finally on the decking. I've been driving around with this freaking wood in the truck for over a week now. And so I've got it parked this way so that it's easier to just slide off the back of the truck. And so I figured I'll just give you guys some time to hang out, comment if you want. And I'm going to work. I can't get you any further zoomed out, I guess. So let me bring you to this end maybe. Let's see here if that'll be an okay view. Yeah, I think that could work for you guys, hopefully. I'm going to be doing a lot of sales coming up soon. I think I'll be listing some auctions on eBay, and I'll do that live. It'll be kind of a tedious video, but I've got a whole bunch of Husqvarnas that really only need servicing. And we'll give conditions. We'll show you images of the piston through the motor or through the muffler exhaust port and through the spark plug port with I've got a borescope, And so that way you get good images and you know exactly what you're bidding on. And we'll do some 7 and 10 day auctions, because we've got to raise capital, or business is going to fail, the channel is going to fail, and I might lose my land, because out back nature is just taking over everything. You can see over there in the yard, trying to move vehicles and stuff, but I'm one man. It's very, very difficult doing things. I mean, just this porch, if I would have had a second guy that knows at least a little bit about what we're doing, this could have been a 1 to 2 day project, but instead it's been several weeks, and I'm not even close to being done, and it's only a temporary porch, hopefully. But right now, oh, you know what? That's what I need. We got to go get a cup. See? For you guys, and I can't even have service, and it's perfectly clear skies. Service issues, except when I try to upload videos or do live events. So I apologize, guys. I'm trying. I really am trying, but I'm all on my own. I don't get any financial help. I don't get any physical help, and the physical help is what I need the most. Having a second set of hands really would save me dozens of hours per week. So there we go. Hopefully you guys can see. Basically, this screw, I put the screw in here because I need to push this board back. So I'm going to pry on it like that, and then I'll drill me a hole where it needs to be so that it's flush. We'll get our holes drilled. I'm going to put 3 on the end. And now we'll grab some screws and we'll just hold that a little bit closer to where it needs to be, but we won't have to hold it with a lot of force because those screws will kind of start lining it up. So I think I need like 5 here. And your hardware selection, because if you're doing a construction project that's exposed to the weather, one of the places you never want to pinch pennies is on your hardware. I see so many people use drywall screws and standard wood screws on projects like this. You can't. You've got to use something that is weatherproof. Zinc is the most common, and that's what I'm using. I'm using T25. Let's see. I think these are 3 1/8 inch. They're 10 by 3 inch. So they're 3 inch T25 head. It always comes with a bit. They're expensive, but they'll last forever. And they won't rust, and you won't have looseness and shakiness in your structure because of hardware coming loose. You don't want that. So don't pinch pennies on your hardware, guys. Spend the extra money, get good hardware, and that'll give you a much higher rate of success and longevity in your project. So that's the best advice I can give. Don't pinch pennies on hardware. I don't want to sink them too deep, but I also don't want them sticking out. And so I do my best to get them flush and take my time when I get close. There we go. That looks beautiful. I'm going to verify my measurement is the same because we don't want to get out of square. It should be a consistent measurement from this end to that end. And the reason I started out here is it's just going to be easier for me because I can screw from here on a couple. And plus, I wanted my pull board out here for the notching around the post. And there's a reason I don't have a beam right here because I have one right here. I have one right here. And then I probably will put one more in the center. I just haven't decided yet. The physical pain I'm in really does distract me. And so sometimes things just get done as I go. So let's go ahead and get a measurement here, and we'll cut another board and do the same thing again. And you want to leave an 1/8 inch gap between your boards for expansion and contraction. Okay, don't forget that part. An 1/8 inch gap between your boards for expansion and contraction on the weather. And so I'm just going to cut an 1/8 inch piece off of one of my 1x6, and I'll use that as a gauge to keep my boards apart. So like I said, should have, I believe it's 1/17 and 7/8 is what I need. And that's what we've got. Oh, wait. Well, 3/4. So, yeah, we'll go with 3/4, 1/17 and 3/4 right there. The outside might have been a little bit longer. 117 3/4. First I'm going to cut an 1/8 inch off here. It's hard to get this piece without it fracturing and breaking, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Sharpen my pencil too. Where's my knife? Don't know what I did with my knife. Do you guys see a knife anywhere? A knife? Let's see, I don't see my knife. Oh boy, no knife. Uh-oh. Well, you're gonna need a knife. Let me see if I can do this enough with my chisel just to get my markings here on this board. Oh, I do have another pencil out somewhere too. Let me grab that for now. That'd be a better idea. And now I could use shorter screws on this, but I only have a few, so I decided since I have a whole bucket of the 3-inch, that's what I'm using instead of using 2-inch or like 1 7/8 or something. So that's the purpose behind that. If you were questioning that. Okay. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to come around this way. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I borrowed my battery. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I don't have a microphone. Borrowed my battery for this drill. Because I've got batteries charging. So I don't have a charged battery for everything right now. Alright. Let's cut this. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, there's that. I'll go 117 3/4. I am going to be reusing some of these 1x6 to save money. I didn't want to, but it's kind of not an option. I can either not have a porch, or I can have a porch with more repurposed material than I desired. And again, it's really just temporary, so I can have a place to freaking sit, have coffee, not get torn up by bugs and wasps and everything, is the hope. Now, easy part is, I'm just going to slide this bitch right on. I'll get one more board and then I'll have to do something with this support post here, because I'm not redoing the roof right now. I definitely can't do that one man. It's not possible. So it is what it is. Okay. Uh-oh. What we got going on there? Okay, there's that. 1/8 gap. Yeah, these boards are really bowed. Really bowed. Might have to flip this one. It's a little better. So we'll just start at our end and we'll work it as we go down to try and get a nice even 1/8 all the way down by manipulating our board whichever direction we need. So we'll start with a flush. Do 2 screws. I'm going to take a pile of these down there so I have some at both ends. And again, I would be pre-drilling, but kind of in a hurry. Well, I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't expect it this quick. My freaking gauge snapped in half, but that's okay. Now we got 2 if I can get it out. There we go. Yeah, so the trick here is going to be to put a screw so that we can again use our hammer to pry it over. I'm trying to think of the direction that I need to do it. I wish I could find my framing hammer. Let's see. put the screw on here. Let's see. Do believe that no, that's not correct. That might, if I pull on it. No. Okay, so I'm going to try to use the screw to push the board in by going through the corner here at an angle. See how close we got? Yeah, pretty damn close. I can accept that. If I can get my drill bit out. And I will leave it in there. It is what it is. I'm not loving this. I don't like the crown in these boards is worse than it should be because my lumber's been sitting. That's shitty, but it is, again, it is what it is. So once more, we'll try and push it over this way. Best we can do. A little bit more of a gap than I want, but I'll take it. I just want my porch, man. At this point, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it works. I'm the only one looking at it. I got no friends and family. I don't get visitors, really. So, aside from my delivery guys. Now, when it's too close, it's easy because we can come down here and, God damn it, I keep getting caught. There we go. A little bit more. There we are. Get a couple of screws. Man, I'm hurting. Woo! Getting run over sucks, especially when you don't get taken care of for the 2 years after the fact like you're supposed to. It just toss you out like trash. Just terrible. Yep. I'm gonna have to pry that out. Might have to make a new gauge sooner than I thought. Okay, next. Again, we're just gonna go one at a time. I never did check if this flushed out. It's a little bit over, but I can trim it later. It's really what I should be doing is just slapping them on and cut it off later. Fucking thing keeps breaking more than it should. That's alright. Cut another one real easily. Crazy what's going on in the world right now, you guys. Just dumbfounds me how people can just be lolly-golly and living their lives with all the sadness and all the torture that's going on. All the things these upper-class, richity people are spending money on when there's children and orphans and widows suffering. Young men that have fought for the country and are not getting no help from their government after returning. They get betrayed by their own government. We've all been lied to, deceived by the government. By the influences that lead the world. They just deceive us. They just want us robotically thinking that we're having a good life, going out on jet skis and boats and everything else. But in all honesty, that it breaks my heart, because we could be helping people more. We could be helping one another more, instead of being so selfish, worrying about having fun in life. You know, I get it. You work hard at your job and you deserve to have luxuries in life. But at the same time, don't you have a heart for those that didn't have a chance in life? You know, I get so mad at judges that are always telling people in the cities, go get a job. Well, when you've got 1,000 people fighting for jobs at fast food restaurants and there's no jobs in these inner cities, what choices do people have? You know, what choices do they have? It's not right. It's not fair. And I feel bad for them. I really do. I really do. Hey, if you guys are able to make super chats, I've got a subscriber that's in a bad financial situation. He's lived on his land multiple decades longer than I have, and he's about to lose it. And we need to get his truck fixed so that he can be hauling and selling firewood. It's roughly $1,200 plus tax and everything. And so if you guys can help me pay for that, I'm paying for it for him, hopefully. But if you guys can help, so that at least maybe some of my interests could be covered by the community, that would be grateful. Super chats, or you can email me at smallengineredemption@gmail.com. My cash app is the $sign MANANDHISDOG, man and his dog. My PayPal is just my phone number, 346-263-1077, or it is my other email, bradenjgrover8307@gmail.com. That's BRADENJGROVER8307@gmail.com. And my picture is chainsaws. Really, if you guys can help, that would be amazing, and I'd appreciate it, because I really want to help this subscriber out, even though that I'm sinking. I could care less about going further into credit card debt. I don't want this man to lose everything he's faced a lot of turmoil in life and a lot of loss. He lost his wife many years back, and they lived in this home together. I don't want him to lose it. He's a very good guy, and he's been very, very supportive of this channel ever since I started it. And so he deserves for us to step up and help him out. So if you can donate, you guys, that's what it'd be going for right now. It'd be going to help this subscriber keep his land and keep his belongings, and stay in the home that he raised his children in and loved his wife in for decades. I can't even smoke. I've been sweating so much. Okay, so for this brace, I'm going to have to disassemble it here and redo it so that it's supported on this board, but we got to get it in first. So I'm going to loosen this. Actually, I can probably bring it back enough to get the board in. Yep. Okay, 117 3/4. But again, I think I'm going to hang it off and trim it at the end, since I've got to trim the other one. The challenge is a lot of these factory edges are not square, and I keep forgetting to check that as well. But at this point, I really just want to get my porch done so that I can start focusing on making some money again, because I'm way behind. But I need this right now, because I don't have a place to sit and relax in the mornings or evenings. My other porch is just completely... Let's see, I want to hang off of the other end there. No, because that'll be further in my way than going this way. Let's do this way. Some of my chips here. Okay. Get my drill here. Yep, so Cash App, man and his dog. PayPal is my phone number, 346-263-1077. You can do super chats and donations to the channel directly through this live event right now. Anybody that can help, please do. I hate asking for money, but this is for a subscriber that I love very much and deserves the help. He's one of the great contributors to the channel in many different ways. So I really want to help him out, you guys. Please help if you can. Please donate if you're able, so I can help this guy save his land. That's how we bring it closer. There we go. Okay. So I screwed into my joist very close at an angle, and that's how I'm moving it over. I knew there was a way, I just couldn't remember it because of my brain damage. Okay, so this broken hammer doesn't help. Can't believe I can't find my damn hammers. Little wobbly screw here. Okay. Oh, goodness, I'm so worn out, so weak. So weak. I'm not going to try this one. Let's see. Yes, I will. Ow. It's one bad thing, you bend your screw. Whew, shit. Getting worn out. Very worn out. But it's coming together, you guys. It's coming together finally. I feel so good. That's the only thing pushing me is I don't want to sit out here tomorrow. By the end of the week at least, man. It's been raining every day for most of the day. It makes it so hard to get anything done around here. Smoking is bad. Don't do it. Okay? Whoops. My uncle asked me the other day, how do you know the measurements here? Told him there's a formula. It's step and rise. And so you can look that up very easily. And there's something called the IRS. It's called the International Residential Code. And it tells you the primary standard of building in all categories: electrical, plumbing, framing, trim work, etc. And so it's a very easy formula to figure out. And there's plenty of guys, including myself, that have shown the best ways and the best gadgets to use to make your risers properly. I did repurpose some of those. Unfortunately, I had to, but don't love it, but it is what it is. Not perfect, but it's good enough. How many times can I get caught on that? Okay, the next one's going to have to be cut to length, pretty much. As you can see, I don't have room to hang it over. So, let's get our brace fixed up. see. Uh-oh. It might be a problem. Oh, two more right here. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Woo! Shit. For now, that'll work until we get our next board in. So we can get a better angle to kind of get that roughly where it needs to be. Again, I can't redo the roof, so I just kind of have to use it as best I can. I made the porch bigger than it was, and I plan to extend it someday. But essentially, it's not attached to the house. And so the idea would be able to detach it from the roof, support the roof without using the deck. And then this whole deck can be moved with a vehicle if I need it to be. So that was kind of some of the planning and thought process within this. So let's go 117 3/4, and then I'm gonna have to take another water break. I sweat a lot, so when I do construction, I have to drink gallons and gallons of water to stay hydrated. 117 3/4. I really am weak. It's crazy. Cut another 1/8 inch gauge. Cut a couple of them, I guess. Shoulder, man. My arm is just dead. I just feel dead. So weak. Feel so fucking fatigued and weak. Well, where'd my other one go? I think I cut it too thin, damn it. factory edge wasn't squared. See what I'm saying? Should be checking those. Ah, fucking chip broke again. God damn it. Probably should have put this board the other way. Yeah, it's way too much of a gap. Let's see what I can do to close that up. I need a break. Not enough. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be, damn it. It's a big gap. I don't like it. Okay, I gotta take a break, you guys. I'm worn out. I got a lot to go, so just to kind of give you guys an update, I'm not gonna be doing pulling of chainsaw cord pretty much anymore because I've come to accept that the doctors have told me I will paralyze myself eventually. Hey Jenny, I'm tired. And so that aspect of the channel really gonna die out. But I am gonna do a couple of chainsaw projects, and we do still have a couple of giveaways to finish up. Rob Weaver's 028 Super, and then I've got the 064 Fever 017 that I still want to give away eventually. I haven't even built it yet, but it's all clean and ready to be built, and everything's good on it. So